Hey guys, welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today we're gonna get titanium. One way or another, we need to get titanium going today. I mean, that shouldn't actually be too difficult. We need a leaching plant, and then we're kind of done. So that's quite easy, actually. We're almost done anyway. We're gonna need more hydro plants as well for a couple of things, so we'll build those too. And leaching plant, we need one more of them before. Okay, we've got mouse issues apparently today. Okay, fixed. Leaching plant, we need some brass pipes. Okay, easy enough. In fact, we're going to need a couple more of these because a few of my other resources are kind of crapping out because of the lack of pure water. I think one thing I would like to do today before I'm done is also have a train network that goes up there because it's a pain to walk up and down there every time. Maybe connect it with this line. Okay, so we need brass, which isn't actually... It's both more difficult to get to and easier to get to than you'd imagine. I don't need anything else though, do I? Brass. I need to get my ore sorters, probably two of them specifically. Wow, we got lots of brass pipes, huh? Okay, so leaching plant. Only build one, that's alright. And ore sorters, I believe we need two of those. We're just getting straight into it today. We're just starting the build. Don't even give a crap. What else do we need? Steel and iron. A lot of iron needed for this. Steel, less of a problem, unless I'm not picking up steel right now. I am. Iron, I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of iron up there, so I could have just leached it from up there, but no, I don't have to. Ore sorting, I've already got one of those, so we probably shouldn't need more than that. And on our way back, we need to put these hydro plants up. The first problem is this one is just not producing enough water. So if we make just a bit more, and we are going to do top up valves on these as well, just so that way things don't cause too much problems. Right. And it's a very similar plan to this one. I'm still very thankful that I can just do that expand all thing. That's really neat. And this needs to... Oh, probably should actually set it up properly. The saline water can just be spat out the side there. Power it up. And then once our valves are complete, we're probably good to go. Those shouldn't take too long. I think we need more hydro plants as well. Still don't think that's quite enough. Oh no, we've got 4 more. Okay. So that should hopefully make the purified water mean that these are going constantly. Not that it's a huge amount, but extra tin would be nice. Because tin is the main reason why we're not producing a lot of blue science right now. Not a big deal, but we'll might as well get started on it, right? Okay, and the last leaching plant. Then we've got to figure out what to do with the sulfur wastewater. Looks like we had started to have a plan there and then we just sort of abandoned it, so that's kind of on brand for me. If I just do that, will that go up? Probably. Nice. It did. Okay. Then we need to get the sulfur wastewater. No, we are going to connect it to everything because it's not that hard to do. Which it needs to connect into there. Yeah, it's not too far to go. It looks like it's a long journey, but it's not too bad. Then if we can get the sulfur, that's a bit of a pain place. That's alright. We're going to be using less plastic by the end of today as well, I would anticipate. Actually, that was good, but can we do better? The answer is of course we can. We can always do better. Also, it wasn't that good. Okay. So that will now connect the sulfur wastewater, which is nice. So that means these should be producing at near full. No, because we don't have enough purified water, but that's okay. We planned for this. No, we didn't actually because we need a clarifier. Haha! Well, we planned for planning for it. Sometimes that's enough. Unfortunately, not this time. And if we do this right, we should be running out of plastic very soon. I don't know if that's necessarily right, but it's what's going to happen. And then boot, do. Okay, from now on we're going to use brass. Because brass is... Is brass better? It's equivalent. But I've got lots of brass, and plastic is a little bit suspect at the moment. So we'll use brass. Because you never want to use something that's suspect. Okay. And we just built that clarifier, and then we need to deal with these geodes, and then we're really almost there. Okay, so the geodes are going to be probably brought down here and then just squeezed into juice. That might work. Gotta squeeze those geodes for geode juice. Which is, of course, a terrible Pokemon. What I'm going to do is bring it around like that. Wow, it doesn't quite go far enough, does it? Okay, so if we... like that, just get one extra space. Oh, those are just not quite happy enough, are they? And bring it around like that. That'll kind of do the trick. Let's make some Geojuice. Geojuice, not Geojuice. Geodude juice. That's gross. Although that was the Pokemon reference I was making, so that's cool, I suppose. We all needed that. Because when I want to think of a juice, if it's not a muscly fucking rock, you know, that just screams at you, then I don't want it. We may also be putting more geodes on this path later. Probably will. Okay, so we've got liquefiers. We've got liquefier. I needed more than just one. It's alright. So, cyan. And blue, I suppose. We'll make enough room so that we can do more as well. But now this we'll have to do. Make it so there's plenty of room. This is going to take the cyan geodes. Now this is going to be a little bit wasteful, I know that. We do it like this. And like this. There we go. That sort of works. And we'll also do the blue geodes as well. Now I know this is not a very good system because it will... This is actually going to be a deficit situation. But at the same time, it's fine. Because I said so. And therefore, you know everything's alright. If I say it's fine, then you know it's definitely okay. In actuality, you know it's a big problem and we're never going to fix it. Okay, and we're going to go the yellow one. And later on there'll be more colors, and there'll be very exciting colors too. But we're not doing them now. And the crystal slurry can just be piped out. Into here if possible. And it cuts power, that's alright. Because of the vast amount of slurry we're making, I don't think it's too big a problem that we're going to be deficit on this. But, you know, prove me wrong in like half an hour. Okay, so we've got some slurries we need to get rid of, or some geodes rather. Got a bunch of stuff we need to get rid of, in fact. Okay, so geodes dealt with. Hey, Hugabooga, how you doing? How's everything going? How's your factory going? Big gains? Why? Oh, because... Oh, why? You're stuck full of rubite, okay. We probably need to put our rubite somewhere. And our blue stuff, because I don't really want to waste them. You need slag? I hate to tell you this, but that's not going to be a rare problem for you. I know you wish it was, but you're going to be saying that for a little while. Right now, the main place you're going to be getting your slag from is electrolyzers, which of course take a huge amount of power. But yes, that's the main way you're going to get power right now, I'm afraid. I mean, your slag from. It's alright, everyone has to fight through this. You'll get there. I believe in you. Okay, so now we've got my crystals. Now it's time to do the crystallizer thing that I started to do before and then I sort of abandoned because it was the wrong time. But now it is the right time. So this is going to be... Where did the crystal seeding come from originally? In here. We could move that up a notch. Probably fine. Yeah, in fact, we're going to move that up a notch. Look, I mean, as I said, it's okay. Everyone goes through this problem. You are not alone. We have all fought. And hopefully that, you know, gives you some comfort. Like, if you go onto YouTube, you'll see constantly me saying I do not have enough of everything. And let's be honest, I still don't. And that's the good thing about this is you will always succeed. So long as you give it the time, you'll always get there eventually. And that I can promise you. It may seem insurmountable, but you can do it. Because at no point do biters come and destroy your base to the point that you can never rebuild. That just doesn't happen. That's, take that as a blessing, I suppose. If you wish. You don't have to. It's up to you to decide what a blessing can be. But this is not tileable, by the way, and I'm actually not super happy with this construction. But it'll do for today. That's it. Everyone has struggled. Everyone has been where you are. And we all got through it. We're all here together. And so at some point you'll look back, assuming you keep going, and you'll look at what I've made today and you go, yeah, but I could do that better. And you could. Absolutely. Okay, so it's time to get the ore sorting. And this is a pretty exciting moment. Because now we make titanium. Exactly. That is engineer. Why is this? Where is my stuff? Where is my stuff? I was expecting sulfuric acid. Where is it? I clearly had a plan for sulfuric acid that never actually eventuated. So that's cool, I suppose. And I've run out of pipes. That's alright. You plan we're going to use these pipes. Interesting. I don't really have a way to get the... Okay. That's the nitric acid. Can't do it that way. Okay. How do I get my sulfuric acid out that way? We're just going to keep being really messy about this whole situation. But it'll work eventually. That is disgusting. That is some disgusting pipe work and I should be ashamed. And I kinda am. Okay, so we'll go pick up, drop, and pick up, drop. Okay, we also do need to get the hybrid catalysts. It's not quite what I wanted, but thank you regardless. And we're going to do the same sort of thing here. So, pick up, drop. You know what, we might as well do it that way. And then pick up, drop. Okay. Cool, so now we've got three of the four things I need to make titanium, and the fourth one's coming up. Get the party started, yo. Interesting problem here. Maybe what we'll do is do that. And this one can actually be here. And that'll do the trick, I suppose. Pick up, drop. Pick up, drop. Okay, cool. Titanium. What do you do? What if we did it down here? That's probably work better. The only good power right now is steam engine, yes. You don't really want to stay on wind power for too long. But yeah, steam engines is where you want to be. It's a good place. Okay, so now we've got a lot of titanium being made. Yeah, steam, I mean, look, if it makes you feel any better, steam engines, I still have some of them running over here-ish? Yeah. So I had level 1, actually I've still got a couple of level 1 steam engines, there they are. You know, I've still got a couple of them. I phased some of them out and taken the engines out and just using it for steam. Still got some level 2s. So, yeah, steam engines, I'm still using them. I can't make processed titanium yet, so I need to make, oh god. Make this crap, okay. Titanium tetrachloride, okay. This is gonna require more space. And there's a worm. So I take it you've figured out if in EI or Finay or however the hell you want to say it, because that is going to be like a really big ticket to success in this mod. Because I mean, if you're ever trying to figure out something, that's going to be how you'll actually get there. But there is so many more recipes that I never know about, and then I'm like told, "Oh, Seif, why didn't you do this?" And I'm just like, "Well, didn't know that was a thing for one, and two, if I did know it was a thing, I didn't want to do it because I'm stupid. I don't know. I don't have a reason." And then I become like a sullen child for a while. But that's just who I am, I suppose. I mean, I spent the whole last game playing without plasma turrets, and then people are like, hey, plasma turrets have longer range than anything else. Oh, other than artillery, obviously. And I'm like, oh, well, oh, didn't know they existed. I've just remembered something I do need a lot of, which is I need a lot more charcoal. Don't know quite where I'm going to put, you know, well, there's a huge spot there that could go charcoal. Maybe that's not great, actually. Or we could make charcoal over here, and then it can go into the belt somewhere. Okay, we'll worry about that in a minute. No, we won't. We need charcoal. We need a lot of charcoal. Okay, algae plants. Okay, we probably needed more than like 2 of them. Alright, what else do we need? So we've got that one. Probably don't need any more. Sorry, just a moment. Just looking at my phone. My phone literally went ding. I don't know why. Oh, because Reddit's recommending me something. Cool, thanks Reddit. Really needed that right now. Okay, chemical furnace. So while I'm going down doing this, I might as well start planning for the next thing. Yeah, I'll build 2 of those. Because the problem is charcoal is coming in too slowly now. You can see it just sort of trickling in. And there's a few ways we can make that faster. But the main way to make it faster is just chuck more charcoal on the belt. And I mean, that's my fault. Like, we oversaturated what we were using with the charcoal. Like, it's just so busy. Like, it goes for such a long run. And we will try and build off it for a little while, like just expand it while we build the new mine. Mine? Yes, that's a thing I'm going to be doing. What else do we need? More stone, huh? Okay. Because quite frankly, we have really made some big mistakes here. Okay. You see, this is the whole thing that's supplying all of that, and it's just not near enough algae. Now, what we could do is just upgrade this to be a level 2 farm. I don't even need that much. That's the funny thing. I just need more. So maybe over there is the best idea. I'm going to need more carbon dioxide, mineralized water. Both of those are easy. Steel furnace. I'm going to need some of those. Just need steel plates. Don't worry about that. I got plenty of those. And I'm going to need more assemblers. Probably a lot of them. Which the problem there is iron, but that's okay. I have a lot of iron. We're just going to do it all by hand, because that's a great idea. And we're going to need a lot of landfill. I'm sure this isn't a surprise to anyone, especially you, Hugabooga, but you're always going to need some landfill. Because that's where all the building happens. I think there's a lot of landfill in here. Yeah, 8,000? That's probably more than enough. Meanwhile, some science is happening. We're getting one step closer to nuclear power. Always exciting. Which aluminium even comes in here? A couple hundred? It's fine for now, but we are going to run out of aluminium. Very soon, in fact. In fact, are we out already? Oh, no. That's bad. We are running out of aluminium ore. That's something I didn't want to have to deal with today. But you know what they say, you get what you came for. I don't know quite what that means, but that's what they say. Okay, so there's probably way more space than I need for charcoal right now. I could always make charcoal pellets. They do last longer. I don't want to because charcoal in itself usually needs, you know, there are some things that actually require charcoal as opposed to charcoal pellets. I don't really want to use pellets if we need specifically charcoal. So we've got a huge space here. We're going to need cliff explosives at some point. How difficult are they to build? Grenades, explosive, empty barrels. Not difficult. We just need to build them. Okay, where am I going to put this? I think I'm going to start on the outside. Then something like that. We also need to get mineralized water over here, but that should be available somewhere. Potentially. Maybe not. We'll figure that one out. We'll get there. Okay, now that's actually not a difficult one to deal with because that'll actually supply itself. The mineralized water, on the other hand, a bit more of a problem. But again, not too big a deal because we can just bring them to the rat's nest, which this isn't the rat's nest yet. But we keep going and we're just on the outskirts of the rat nest. I really should just make a... You know what? I am going to make that. There we go. Because the number of times I just need to turn something and it just takes so much work to do that. I'm so lazy, I can't even bother turning pipes anymore. Mineralized water still a little bit further to go, such as the rat's nest. Maybe I should go from the water and then figure it out from that. See, look, here we go. We got mineralized water. Not up there, it just sort of stops. Interesting. Why does it just stop? Answer, maybe this is my answer. This is my salvation, as they say. Because then we absolutely jam it up. Where was I trying to build in from? There. Interesting. I don't know if this will quite work. I think we may have a problem. Yeah. But if we remain lazy as heck... No, that's not going to work. If I go higher up, actually, that should do the trick. This is why I hate working in the rat's nest. It's also, weirdly enough, why I love working in the rat's nest, because it's the absolute rat's nest. Okay, and then we pull it into here, pull that into there. No, you know what? Rat nest, kind of rat nest. It's basically a rule now. When in rat nest, continue to rat nest. Always be rat nesting. Okay, cool. That gets my mineralized water. Meanwhile, I've actually stopped building all my other stuff, so that's exciting. Maybe some more algae plants, because why not? Okay, so this should all have a ton of mineralized water. Yeah, 88 units. Hey John, how you doing? Or Dagu, rather, sorry. I'm so used to seeing your name. This is, sorry, I doxed you. My bad friend. Oh, what's for dinner today? Oh, look, I always have that problem. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Sorry. I don't actually know what I mean. Okay. So then we have this stuff, and then we just want to connect it. Now, I don't know if I've got it wrong or if it's right, but I'm sure we'll figure it out real quick. If it's wrong, we can always add more assemblers. That was wrong though. I should have seen that one being wrong. Okay. Like, I feel like I've done the ratios the complete opposite way around. Yeah, I have. It's supposed to be 2 assemblers to 1 algae, not 1 2 algae to 1 assembler. So, yeah, that's a mistake. In fact, can I just copy for those? Those seem to be doing pretty alright. Okay, so let's try that again, except this time doing ratios in a way that's not absolutely stupid. 1, 2. Okay. I don't usually care about ratios, but let's not be stupid, you know? If we do it like this, that's not happy, because of course it's not. The ratio is completely wrong. Okay, and we don't have enough assemblers. That's okay, we can build more. And we want those to be green algae. Oh wait, no we don't. We want them to be fibers. And then we're still going to need more assemblers. We're going to need a lot more assemblers, in fact. Because then those will turn into wood pellets, I think is the next step. Yes. And then those, again, will turn into wood blocks. And those will be put on a belt, because I don't care anymore. Okay. So then again, we're going to do the thing where we're going to just copy this once for the moment. Then we're going to copy all of that. Okay. We're going to make the robots do all the work, because making robots do the work is always preferable to doing the work yourself. Should have remembered to put power poles in there, but I didn't. Okay, and then when we come around here, I realized I left room so I could do a second one of these just in case I want to later. And what I want to do now is my steel furnaces. I've only got 4 of, which makes me think I don't have enough. Okay, and make sure the furnaces feed themselves. I just feel like I do not have enough of these, but we'll work that out another time. And we need a liquefier. I don't know how many liquefiers we need. 1 would be enough. However, what's better than 1? 0. That's a high number. Hey, Dugu, can you do me a favor? If you're still around. Could you see to make sure Discord says that I'm currently streaming? Or is it you just find out by looking at Twitch? And if you're not around, don't answer that. Okay. What I don't realize is he's actually still around, and he's just not going to answer it. Which is fine too. He is not have to do anything I ask him to. Okay. The silence is telling, though, I've got to admit. Aussies, alright? Okay. Hey, Dark Rail, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay, so that should be... It's not producing power, because that's not how power works. Oh, look, it's good to have you here. Today is a little bit off-schedule stream, but that's all good. I just felt like streaming, and my wife said, if you're bored, you can always stream, and I just immediately leapt on it. I hope it wasn't one of those tricks, but I don't think it was. Okay, so we're going to need a little bit of carbon dioxide to get this whole thing started. There it goes. We didn't get it started enough. We're going to need more charcoal. Thankfully, I know where we can find some, unless that's carbon. Looks charcoalish. Let's hopefully get this new thing underway. So if we do that should be enough to get everything going. Yeah, looks good. Running a little bit light, but it will, as long as everything gets going. Yeah, looks like everything's sorted now. Okay. And then it will fill up pretty rapidly as well. Okay, just want to make sure these are working. Oh gosh. If I wanted to be famous, do you think I would be running Factorio? Honestly. I want to be famous? Not really. Okay. So we have charcoal now. And I could always try to double that. In fact, I'm going to rig it up to double it, but I'm not going to double, like actually focus on it right now. I'll just set it up. So when I need to, I can just come by and just get it started again. But for now, we do actually have charcoal being made, which is what we really needed. Okay, but yeah, it's happening. It's pretty much a big deal. And then I need to bring it to where? There, I think. Is there an easy way to bring it into there? From here? I mean, it's not difficult actually. It's pretty quiet, so yeah. The only problem is running out of basic resources, such as conveyor belts. And not crashing into my own lemon supply. I do kind of like the fact that we're going to be crossing other charcoal belts. What I may do is just get rid of that and just do a split. That way it doesn't need that one anymore. Do a split. That feeds that one. And now we're just going back on itself. So we rotate, rotate, goes that way, rotate, we rotate, rotate, go back the other way. And this is where it gets a bit more interesting, because we kind of want it to... Ooh, how do we do this, actually? Okay. Do it like that. Okay, and then we've got the charcoal coming through. Do not run to the train. Train will not stop for you. I've built another radar system, I think. Everything seems to be doing alright. We could probably use another liquefier. But I mean, the charcoal that's being manufactured is probably enough for now to keep everything else going once it gets up there. Now we need to get carbon as well. Carbon's not too problematic once you get the charcoal up there, though. Which is going to be a lot of charcoal coming through. You can see it's like next to nothing, a huge amount of it. Carbon was going up to there. I mean, we just need the charcoal to keep going up, honestly. In fact, it's actually just fine to keep doing that. And while we're here, we might as well start thinking about getting that train network to... Okay, remember the way we do everything in this place? We do it with circles. Why circles? Because it's an advanced technique that frightens people. Mostly dark rail. I've also run out of sand again. So maybe we won't worry about that right now. No, I get it. I know, circles are terrible. If I've seen a geometric shape that is a circle, I would be scared too. Yeah, alright, that's fair. I respect that. We need another chemical furnace, and quite frankly... Okay, we'll just prepare one, and then we'll work from there, I suppose. Oh, we actually do have two. That's great. Oh, we need to as well, so that's... Okay, so how much does that use? That's going to use 270 per minute. How much do these make per minute? So we probably do want two of them making stuff. Well, that changes everything, I suppose. I don't actually know who that person is, but I assume I agree with you in your reasoning. So we need chloride gas. Now there's a few ways we can do that. One being get electrolyzers and figure out what to do with the sodium. I mean, I know we've got chloride and gas. Gosh, I really need a radar down there. It's really annoying me. We chlorine and gas is actually not close here. Like chlorine gas is all the way down here. At that point, we might as well just use a hydro plant and electrolyzers. That is going to be a problem really soon as well, actually. Okay. Hydro plant. We need iron, that's okay. We've got plenty of iron around. Yeah, I've never really been the sort of mega base. I love seeing those rails that like have the really nice diamond intersections. I know they've got a better name than that. I don't know what it is. But I'm just not going to do it because I cannot be trusted with the crimes that I have done. Okay, and electrolyzers. And we also need a way to deal with that sodium hydroxide. Now, I believe you can just turn it into water of sorts. I mean, one way to make carbon, I suppose. Make sodium carbonate, which may actually be useful. How else do you make that? Actually useful for anything? I don't know. Okay. That's an idea. I would still need air purifiers. Yeah, mega bases are fascinating things. I love looking at them, but I will never be good enough to be able to do them. Good enough might be the wrong word. I'm not going to do them, is really the long and short of it, though. Chlorine gas. Oh, saline water. Right, and that's what the hydro plant was for. I get it now. Don't make much saline water, though, do they? Hang on. We got saline water right over here. Why don't we just use that saline water? That's the wrong one. That's the right one. We will, of course, need to... We will, of course, need to change that to overflow valve and have another clarifier. Because if we're actually using the saline water now, we don't actually want to vent all of it. And likewise, if we're wanting to use saline water, we might want to vent some of the purified water. On clarifiers. Cool. Right. So that's going to make... Oh, I'm out of electric poles. That's problematic. I guess I'm making some by hand. Probably should have made the first few differently, but that's alright. Okay. Then we want a flare stack, which I have no stone for. Okay, we're going back. You may ask, why am I building more landfills? Because it's going to be a train station one day. Okay, yeah, look, we really shouldn't have gone this far without realizing we just didn't have the basic components for factory building. That's alright. We've now got a lot of stuff. We need to grab some more brass pipes while we're here. Probably some more aluminium as well, but... Okay, basic factory stuff. We're out of almost everything, actually. Probably why my inventory was looking so good. We don't need that anymore. Put it in a box. Splitters we're still okay for. Undergrounds, we need those maxed out. Probably more of those too. Okay, and we're going to get some more stone blocks while we're here, and then some more pipes. Because those are the basics you need for every factory, no matter what you have. Maybe that's stone bricks, but let's be honest. I always seem to be running out of them. Clay we're a bit light on. Maybe we'll grab some clay then as well. And some sand? That's not much sand. That's what we have. And on insert clay, inventory too full, that's okay. How's blue science coming along? It is slowly. Although it does seem like everything's mostly working, so if everything's working, I have nothing to add. Carry on. And we're just making one of the biggest blue science things, so you know that's always going to take a little bit of time. That's on me. That's not the game's fault. And then at some point we need to figure out how to actually get nuclear power happening. But again, that's... I've acknowledged the light going yellow. How much tin do we get going in there? Not much. I have assumed we'd be getting more tin. Well, tin mines are easy. Well, tin manufacturers are pretty easy to make as well, because they're a tier 1 resource, so we can do that whenever we bloody feel like it. Yeah, we didn't do. Build more blast chemical furnaces. Hopefully we have enough. I bet you we don't. We don't have enough steel. You know what? Steel's not far. That's cobalt steel. The problem we're going to run into right now is we got a bunch of shit. I know. Alright, what are things we don't need? Clearly not, clearly not. We didn't pick up more pipes. That's going to be problematic very soon. Probably not, probably not. You know what? Yes. Might as well put this radar down. And this factory's growing. Did I actually pick up any... No, chemical. I don't think I actually picked up any steel when I was there. I just looked at it. That's exactly what happened. Shit. Alright, it's not far. You know what? Power armor, what do we need for it? Yeah, we don't have processing units, so that's going to be problematic, so we're not going to worry about that right now. Looking is a terrible way to pick things up. Honestly, I think I get told by that by my wife every day, so, you know, you can't just look at something and hope that it changes. Probably right too. Okay, we're out of basic circuit boards. Problematic. I swear to God, if these things need basic circuit boards, they don't. Why does a basic circuit board required for this? I don't know. And we're just going to grab this, put it in a steel box. Can we not do those right now, please? Because if we don't put them in boxes, we're gonna fill up on everything. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to spin that around. And we're going to just go underground just for a little bit, just for one notch. Okay. That is going to put us one step closer to titanium. But only one, apparently. I wanted to be a little bit closer than literally one. Might as well throw it. Okay, so I need carbon. What is the next step? Let's just keep going anyway. And see what comes next. And titanium sponges. Okay. You know what? That looks fine. Oop. Yep. Okay, then that turns into titanium sponges. Wonderful. And then the sponges. What happens to the sponges? They get turned into ingots, and then we really start getting things going. Then we need blast furnaces. That's where the basic circuit boards are required. And of course they are. We are slowly getting there, but it is one step at a time. And what is this? Did we connect that to it? Okay, so now that's actually also making stuff. That's cool. Nitric acid, a little bit light, I think. We might need to pull nitric acid from another source. It's not a big deal. So, basic circuit boards. You know what? What else do we need while we're here? Blast furnaces, sure. And then we need induction furnaces, fair enough. And then I think after that... Any titanium powder? We don't need it anytime soon. That's good. So with molten titanium, we turn into a bunch of stuff, but ultimately titanium plate is what we really need. And I don't think that needs anything other than just getting its shit together. Great. So we just need induction and blast furnaces, same as always, and we need to get the charcoal up and carbon, which means also we're going to need a boiler. Gee, I don't even need an electric boiler. I could just use the boiler from the charcoal that we're bringing up. But, ooh, making that one a bit closer than I should have. Alright. There are contingencies for being hit by trains. I'm ready for it. It'll happen one day. So. I mean, it's already happened twice. Okay, so blast furnace. We're gonna build, let's build the big ones, and let's build some induction furnaces. The big ones, and then let's build some castings. Not clastings, that's not how things work. Okay, so that's a lot of casting things. While we're waiting for those to be hand built, how are the gardens going? They are actually going. We have a minor problem, it appears, that we're not getting enough alien fertilizer. And that would be because our algae is not coming through enough. Guess we're gonna need more algae plants, okay. Oh, hey Mighty Panda. How come you find the cutest emojis? Intersex Pride. I think you were just going with the cute heart one there. You've just realized what you've done, haven't you? So, Intersex Pride, huh? Yay. I think my wife is telling me something there. We're all learning something new today. Well, all good. I mean, just be proud to be intersex, I suppose. You know? It's LGBTQI, and I is one of them, so it's just part of the same thing, I imagine. I don't know. It's not that's not one that I'm too aware of, but people can identify however they wish, and that's fine by me. Uh, you know what? I don't know. I don't know that one. But it is a thing. I'm sure I've heard of it before. I'm being very careful with my words right now. Okay, so boiler. And we're going to need a pump. You'd probably find better information about it from Wikipedia than myself. What's up? I haven't learned anything today. That's good. I would have known? Okay, that's good. I don't know how well my microphone picks up. Actually, Isha, can you come over here for a sec? Can you speak? No, I can't hear it.
Hello.
That got picked up. Anyway. Yeah, it tries not to pick up things unless they're a certain volume. So that way it doesn't pick up like keyboard typing. Yeah. That's the plan anyway. Sometimes it might. What am I doing? Oh, I was looking for things that I haven't actually constructed yet because I was doing all the blast furnacery things. So let's just keep doing blast furnaces because I've built them. Might as well use them, right? Now... oh, thank you for the almonds. Okay, so... that point... wow, these really go through sponges, don't they? Okay. I think that might be too much, but I'm not really sure. I guess I'll find out soon enough. Yeah, you know what? I don't need those algae plants right now. I will queue them up though, because I will need them shortly. Now my boilers and my pumps. The pump's coming now. There it is. Boiler, I know I made one. There we go. I made two, in fact. And we're going to just split it down that way. I don't even need two. I just need a chemical factory now. A chemical... I'm always scared about typing in something that I don't usually build because then they need like iron. Okay, iron's not a problem. We've got so much iron. Okay, and that'll give me my carbon, which is going to be pretty delicious. Prepare another algae. So if we just do that... cute. And can you please just make carbon? I don't really care about anything else. I just want the carbon. Thank you very much. In the wrong place. Let's move it a little bit. That works just fine. Just as fine as before. Right. And we're gonna then shoot that back up. No, we're not going to do it that way. We're going to do it this way. Experience the fury of the gift shop. Okay, and that should hopefully be enough charcoal to get things happening. And we should be seeing some stuff happening now. We see any sponges? Tell you what we're not seeing. Any, okay. Well, where's the sponges? Being made, as is the titanium. In fact, we've run out of titanium because we don't have enough nitric acid being produced. Interesting. If we did that, would that help? Would that make more nitric acid? It would, but would it make enough? Each one of those requires 10. That produces 50 nitric wastewater. And then these require 100 would make one sodium nitrate, so 500 needs to be 40. So it is actually going to be costing me nitric waste. I'm not making enough nitric wastewater, in other words. Okay. That's alright. So yeah, we're going to need to take the nitric wastewater from, well, the nitric acid that we've got from down here and bring that up as well. So I probably don't want to be throwing that wastewater in the bin because I need that. So that's fine. That's where we're at. Induction furnaces now. And we're going to do a similar thing where we go pick up, drop, drop. You can probably go the other way, thanks. And then we have our molten titanium. So I know. And then from there, we're kind of done. We will make some now in the casting machines. Because, well, we've got it, why not? But the important thing is we've now got titanium plate. That was cool, except for the part where it wasn't. Okay, and just power it for now. But the rubite is the problem, and it will always be the problem until we get the nitric acid fixed up. And then we can probably start looking at another problem. Such as the amount of algae that we're making. Okay, so nitric acid. Rightly, making nitric acid is actually pretty simple. You just get sulfuric acid, and you just put some nitrogen in it. Sorry, I'm hiccuping. It's just as painful as it sounds. Yeah, I ran in front of that train. I'm not afraid of death. So what I'm going to do, in fact, there's sulfuric acid right there. So if we then put A bug in my room. Lovely. And then we go pick up drop. Okay, so that's going to give us lots of nitric acid now. And also that means that the wastewater will probably not be wasted anymore. The wastewater will not be wasted. That is a correct statement. I've done the old thing again where I put it up the wrong angle. That's alright. I mean, maybe we'll need this wastewater, the acid later. I don't know how much rubrite we really need after this. But we need to make sure that our rubrite stores are always good. Not really sure what I'm talking about now. Yeah, and then we're going to do the old spinneroony. Maybe the spinneroony here. What do you reckon? The spinneroony there. Okay, this is a bit of an interesting one. Okay. There we go. There's a lot more nitric acid coming through. And that means we should have enough titanium to last for a while. Because now they're consuming as much as they can. I actually don't know if possibly use more of these. I thought we mathed that out correctly. Maybe we didn't. Well, later on we can always increase the speed of things, so it's alright. Important thing is we have like 400 titanium that we can use for other things. So that's actually pretty useful. And 93 sand. "93 sand, needless to say, is not near enough sand. But I'm happy to see the charcoal seems to be stable now, so I'm pretty excited about that. 551 sand. We're going to need a lot more sand than what I'm finding. Like, I mean a lot more. This one was just turned into mineralized water, which, to be fair, is absolutely fine. We do need it. Okay. So now the plan is to improve our thermal wastewater and hopefully get our agricultural science processed a bit faster. Okay, well, I've got enough for regular farms and more algae farms, so... While these are just doing their best, they're working their little hearts out. It's actually kind of fixed itself, but don't think I haven't forgiven you. Don't think I have forgiven you, rather. So I'm just going to build like another section out this way. That pipe coming right through there is a bit of a problem. Not much I can do about it aside from build a little bit further south. I don't want to go too far south though, because then we run into new problems. Like this pipe doesn't seem to be doing anything. Copper pipe is in the way. Oh, I see what your problem is. You just don't like pipes. Okay. If I did it like this, would you be happy? Yeah, it's happy now. Okay, so we did want the better thermal water. So one of the things we needed for the better thermal water was titanium, and we have that now. We also need processing units. Shit. Okay, well we don't have those, and we're not going to get those. Okay, these aren't quite running. Really, I have that little of pipes left, huh? That's alright. Go. They should all be running. They are. Good. But the good news is, we have more. Just everything, really. What is the thermal water really being used for? To crush these fish, right? I mean, what? Do we need more thermal water? Is that what we're saying? Probably. We do have 56 alien plant life cycles, so samples. So that will be used to get some more agricultural science ready. And then maybe we can get some real shit going. We can start doing my processing chips. That is highly hopeful. Power, how are we going for power? Not badly. Seems power requirements really dropped down recently. Why? Why is sulfur empty? Not again. How? How has this happened again? Oh no. Like, what? How has this happened for a second time? What the heck changed? Sure, I'm making nitric acid, but it shouldn't be making that much of a dent. I mean, what do we do? Just cut off this for a little bit and see if that helps it? Been happening for the last 15 minutes. The heck has happened? What happened 15 minutes ago? I mean, nitric acid increased a little bit. Consumption didn't really increase. What have I missed? Production just stopped. Consumption just started decreasing and then just collapsed entirely. What on earth happened? It's a gosh darn mystery. Okay. So we may have changed what my research is going to be. Because I don't know why this keeps happening. But there is a way of making it so I don't care anymore. Why did my sulfur just go down out of nothing? Okay. We're going to start looking at puffer farms. How many do we need? We need 50 plus... We need like 100 and 250. We don't have that. Usually when the outputs of the hydro plants mineralize... I mean, that's pretty full. Purified water is fine. Mineralized water is fine. They're not full. But that would mean we'd have a lot of sulfuric wastewater. Wastewater is just gone. And I'm not clarifying it. Wait. Am I? No, I'm not clarifying it. Oh, it just completely stopped. Again. Okay. The weird thing is this happened before, and I don't know why sulfur just disappeared. And it's super strange it happened again. What happened 15 minutes ago? That's my question. And I will be running the tapes to figure that out. Because the thing is, I know when it caught the problem happened this time, so I can search that. You know what? We're going to start just going straight for puffers. Puffer hatcheries. You need more thermal water, huh? More steel required. You know what? I'm not even going to go get the steel. No, I thought maybe that was why, but no, that doesn't make sense. The filters should still be running. I don't know why they would stop. Yeah, they're just chock full of stuff to go. Everything stopped. Just one day, everything just chose to stop. Again. For the second time in this run. But if I get the hatcheries done, it should no longer matter because I can just make more acid whenever I want it, like to an infinite amount. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm no longer going to be beholden to the acid wastewater, and I'm going to just fart my way out of it. Uh-oh, Fire Patrol coming to get you now. Okay, so that thermal water will hopefully help. How bad is the production of sulfur right now? I know it's bad. It's just dead. Just died out of nowhere. It just occurred to me. I picked up the science stuff, and then I never actually did anything with it. I just picked it up and called it a day. Don't know why I thought that would help anything. What else is the thermal water being used for? There's no way I have enough agricultural science for this. Like, I need 250. I don't have 250, so I need to figure out the sulfur problem. Like, I've got enough for hatcheries. Cool, so I hatch a couple of gaseous puffers, and then what? So by translation, what I have now is what I got. That's not great. Because I need much more than that. What the heck happened though? Like, we weren't clarifying anything. And surely just getting this was not so bad that it killed it. I mean, sure, it was a waste, but I When did I do that though? That's an interesting question. Geode. But everything started going down then, didn't it? Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of that was actually a little bit negative. Yeah, let's try this. Let's just get rid of this connection. It'll be fine. Now the good news is we do have extra sulfur sitting around from when we were processing it elsewhere. Now we're not going to take the whole amount, we're just going to take 200. Yeah, it's fine. We don't want the butchery, we want this thing here. Just don't have enough for it, that's the problem. Like, yeah, it'll make our acid gas, which we can... Hang on. Acid gas. We need silver ore anyway. Okay, so we're more in trouble than I thought we were. Because we have no silver ore. Yeah, that's a terrible skiing slope. Something did happen to it and you know it. How does this happen? Twice in a day. Actually, it hasn't been twice in a day, but I don't really care. Okay, where was the other sulfur? I get hit by a train. Where was that other sulfur? There was a box of sulfur lying around here somewhere. Back when we thought, you know what, let's decentralize this. I was like, decentralizing things is dumb, let's not do that again. I went, okay. And I put all the sulfur in a box. That's the wastewater. There it is. Got 200 sulfur. Hydrogen sulfide, yes, but hydrogen sulfide should never be a problem when you're still using charcoal. It's a valid point though, but... And this... Well, that only runs when there's too much sulfur dioxide, sulfur anyway. So if we put 200 in here... Okay. Now it's going to burn through everything, that's fine. Come back in 5 minutes and find absolutely nothing in there. That's probably what happens. So I've taken away a few of the things that would normally cause me problems with words. Okay, so the sulfur's in the system. And everything should sort of be connected. 1.3. How much sulfur how much acid do you get out of one sulfur? You get... Okay, so out of 1 sulfur you get about 60 becomes 90. Every 1.5 sulfur, so it's 1.5 to 1. So if I burn 200 sulfur, that would give me. Should be running. Like 200 should be enough to get the system going. 1.1 sulfur in the system. I think something I want to do right now is actually get the sulfur out of that tank. I feel like that's not helping anything. I'm not going to do it by destroying it either. That seems like a bad idea. So we're just going to move it out. Okay, let's just get all that sulfur out. And that kickstart did not actually help. Interesting. Okay, so that did not help at all. Okay. I mean, hopefully soon this will be not a problem when we get the puffers going. But in the meantime, what else is using sulfur that I thought, you know what, that's no big deal? I mean, it was down here, but that's got a ton of sulfur. Wait, hang on. No, it's empty, okay. What else was using sulfur that I thought, hey, no big deal? Shit. I know what it is. It is the titanium. I need the titanium, I need the sulfur to make the crystals. That doesn't get entered back into the system. Could that be enough? Is that what's causing the problem? Okay. We cut the connection. Cut the connection here. Okay. Let's give it another 200 and see if that fixes it. What do you mean can't do it? You put a tree down? Oh, that was silly. Why did I think I could do that? is how much, like 10 per crystal. How many crystals were we making? Maybe that's relevant. That's not that many crystals. Again, I just don't know if this is going to do anything. I did build some, but they're controlled. Like there's these ones here, but they're controlled with the wastewater they get. Like the wastewater it'll never get anything unless there's like lots of wastewater in here. A good question though, thank you, Gotrek. Sure, what I'm doing now isn't going to help, but let's try. You might have to make like a really lame silver thing just so we can make... No, it's not even going to help until we get the puffers science going, and that's still hundreds away. Yep, and I think that's going to be a fail as well. What the heck is going on? Hmm. Okay, well we're going to do this trick again because this worked pretty well last time. Where we just don't let the sulphur escape. The other idea, and this is a bit of a stupid one I know, but could always build lime filters. Could always build lime filters. This is absolute desperation now, isn't it? Ah, yeah, it is. Don't know what else to do though. We're building some lime filters. What are we doing with the acid gas? Probably nothing for the moment. Because we would need aluminium ore and silver ore. Silver ore we just don't have. I don't even get silver ore. Chromium chunks. I don't think we do anything with chrontinium. Well, the good news is while this is happening, we got no power shortages. Okay, well, we're going to grab one more box of the sulfur. We can't do this too many more times. Okay, what do we need for lime filters? Let's just do it. I mean, that does work, but it's not a very good long-term solution. And you may not even be suggesting it's a long-term solution, I know, but... Filter frame... Okay, so we've got a lot of filter frames already. Lime... Well, it's going to be using more washing plants, so I guess we need those. Now we had a lot of filter frames that were ready for an eventuality that was never going to come. And also we've got stuff in a box. To be honest, we don't really need the glass. Trees, they can go in the box. We'll worry about those another day. Pipes, we're going to need pipes. That's alright. Pipes are easy. Filter frames, 200 is enough. Oh yeah, I mean everyone does that as a stopgap. Like that's how you start. That's how you get your first sulfur. And I agree, that's like 100% how you do it. What do you do when everything collapses on you? Because it shouldn't happen until you get to ceramics, which I'm not at. That's the thing that's blowing my mind. Like, how did this happen? You know? It's legally not allowed. Legally. So we're going to do some really janky ass shit. Because I'm, quite frankly, out of ideas. Okay, now the sulfuric acid shouldn't really be going anywhere now. So let's try this. I anticipate this to not actually help, but screw it. I got nothing else left in my life. Gotta try something. And we're gonna need a C4 pump. Ah, the IRS. That makes sense. They would do that, wouldn't they? Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's all good to stop everything from going, but if you actually stop it from doing anything at all. Okay, so that should only supply this part of the base. Which, to be fair, is quite a lot. It's quite a significant amount. Evaporation over time, sure, but it does seem like it happened over 15 minutes. That's a very fast amount of time that it happened in. I mean, I appreciate everyone's assistance and like offering suggestions, but I just don't know what's right. Just not right, people. I'm just very confused. I do appreciate everyone's advice. I really do. Very confused. Light mud water. Sure, I need that. Because I need to make my limestone. Like a limestone cowboy. Why am I making the full stack? Well, what it's worth, this one still seems to be going. No, we're going to go porous lime filters because frickin' don't know what else to do. I don't know what else has gone wrong. And the acid stopped again. What? What? Okay. Is it getting out of this? Properly close that loop. Properly close that loop. Maybe we'll figure something out. We're gonna need charcoal from somewhere. Can we make fuel blocks? Need to have charcoal for them. Okay. Or hydrogen. I mean, that'll do, I suppose. I probably got hydrogen lying around. Probably. You got hydrogen gas just sitting around doing nothing. Lazy hydrogen gas. Geode eating might be eating the sulfur. That's what I considered at first, so I cut that off. Anything that's eating geodes shouldn't be deficit. I wondered that might be the last time the case, but mm, okay. Oh gosh, where did my life go wrong, people? Was it the time where I started to play Factorio? That would make sense. Seems like a legitimate place for time to go wrong. Okay. Chemical plant. You know what? We might actually be done with today's episode, and then so maybe I'll figure out what the heck went wrong next time. Well, in between. Because... Wait, I still need the charcoal. There's no way to do it without charcoal. Oh. I'm gonna start screaming. I'm gonna just disconnect and start screaming now because I don't know what I've done. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching and trying to troubleshoot my bullshit. I appreciate you spending your time with me. If you've enjoyed today's episode of this happening a second time, please give me a follow. And yeah, I'd appreciate that. If otherwise you would like to watch all these videos on YouTube, you can find them at youtube.com/SeiferKatt. If you're watching on YouTube, you can find me on twitch.tv at twitch.tv/SeiferKatt. I will be streaming tomorrow at about this time, so if you're wanting to see if I figured it out, please feel free to check out. I'm probably going to be wandering around an hour trying to figure out every single little thing and trying to kickstart this thing. So hopefully what I anticipate is next episode, I'm just going to come on roaring like a Spitfire and having an absolute answer of what the hell's gone wrong today. So I look forward to that. That's for me. I'm out. I don't know what went wrong, and we'll figure it out then. Bye!